Boom, welcome back to the Simmer the Speaker channel. I am Simmer the Speaker, your cleaning guide to cleaning business success. If you're new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. When at the end of the video, if you feel like I've given you value, or if you got some value, or even felt the sense that I put in effort to give you some value, please give me a thumbs up. It will mean the world to me as well. Now, in the details of this video, you are going to see my community link. Yes, our community link. So if you check the details of this video, you can click the link to join our free community. We have live webinars, live Q&As, as well as a free ebook that is waiting for you. Now, if you want to do it one-on-one and just come on here and talk to me, maybe you have some questions, maybe you wanted to talk about something, but feel free to actually book the one-on-one with me through the link below as well. Turn the bell notification on as well if you don't mind. If you can turn the bell notification on, I drop every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. So you can definitely just catch a vibe, and just follow my journey as I make a lot of people a lot of money within the remote cleaning business industry. So look, today I want to kind of get straight to it. Today I want to simply talk about 5 mistakes. 5 mistakes. You know what? I don't want to say 5 mistakes. Let's word this better. 5 reasons that you may not be making money in your remote cleaning business. Right, and the reason I say 5 mistakes is because let's say that you don't have a remote cleaning business and you simply are getting ready to start one. You can use these reasons as mistakes to avoid, right? So we'll talk about 5 reasons you may not be making money in your remote cleaning business, or 5 reasons that can stop you from making money, however you want to do it. So yes, now before we end this video, or actually before we begin this video, stay to the end of this video. I always add a bonus tip for you guys. I love you guys, so I always want to add a bonus tip for you guys as well. Okay, so let's get started. So look, one of the reasons that a lot of remote cleaning businesses don't make money is because they don't have a clear pricing strategy. And what do I mean by that, right? A lot of times some people jump from hourly to flat price to hourly, right? They don't have a clear pricing structure. And the reason they don't have a clear pricing structure because they're not looking at, the data of like how much it's costing them labor-wise to pay for certain cleanings, right? You're dealing with different subcontractors, and don't get me wrong, sometimes you have your hourly subcontractors, your flat fee subcontractors, but you should have an idea. You should have some sort of idea what it's going to cost to get a certain thing done, right? So as the remote cleaning business owner, especially because you're not doing the cleaning, you should be aware of like what it will cost to do a 2-2 deep clean or a 3-2 deep clean, depending on the size of the house, right? So with that being said, you need to have a clear pricing strategy. And one of the things that messed me up in the beginning was going back and forth between pricing strategies, right? And so the best thing you want to do is have a clear defined pricing strategy, know higher pricing, know what you're willing to pay for certain appointments, right? Depending on how big the homes are, and stick with that, right? You want to stick with that. Now, this leads to my second point, and I kind of mentioned it in the first point, but not tracking the data. This point right here was what was stopping me from really making money, right? I was making money within the remote cleaning business, but this stopped me from really making money. You have to track your numbers. You need to know your numbers, right? And you can define what numbers you want to know, right? You can probably see like, hey, what is the fall off rate with our customers, their lifetime value when they become reoccurring? Damn, it's like there's something in my eye. What is our closing rate, right? How many leads do we get a month, right? What is the average amount of money that a client spends with us, right? Like just different data. How much are we paying cleaners for certain appointments? Overall, how much are we paying cleaners of our total revenue? 50%, 55, 45%? Like you need to track your data, right? This is very important because if you don't track your data, you cannot predict and project, right? And if you cannot predict and project for your business, you really can't scale your business, right? I always say this, like when you're throwing, it's like your business is a vehicle and your data is the GPS, right? So when you want to go somewhere, the data is going to tell you where to go. Another thing I always say is if you think that let's say your business is successful, right? And that you're doing something right, and you keep throwing money at it, not knowing that it has a leak, all that's going to happen is you're going to keep throwing money at that leak, and your money is going to leak through, right? Your money is going to leak through. Eventually, you won't have any more, capital to throw into it. So with that being said, track your data. Track your data. It's important. If you watch my TikTok videos, you can follow me on TikTok. It's the same name as my YouTube channel. I talk about this all the time. Data is something I talk about. I'm going to make more videos. I'm going to continue to talk about data. Next, another reason a lot of remote cleaning businesses are not making money is because they have poor marketing strategy, or if anything, they don't market. I talk about this all the time, right? Even with just regular cleaners that's been in the industry for some time. I always say, like, the reason a lot of cleaners work with us now is because they don't want to market. They don't know how to market, right? And a lot of people don't have any marketing strategy that that helps them, right? That helps them actually grow. Now, so when you are marketing, right, you need to keep growth in mind, and this ties back to tracking the data, right? When we are marketing, we want to track the data, see what our return on investment is, right? And poor marketing can be something as simple as this. Poor marketing can be using Facebook ads, but you don't know how to run Facebook ads. Facebook ads is eating your money and not giving you any clients, right? So there's a plethora of poor marketing. Poor marketing could be no marketing at all, right? Or could be, utilizing your time to do a lot of door-to-door sales, which I understand in the beginning you want to put in that time, but you could be getting a lot more clients doing a different way of marketing, right? So a lot of companies are not making any money because they're using poor marketing strategies, right? Like I said, I love word of mouth. I always talk about this in my video. I love word of mouth, but word of mouth is not going to get you to 20, 30K. Right? Word of mouth is not going to get you to 20, 30K a month. Word of mouth may not even get you to 10K a month, right? Like, you have to have some type of better marketing strategy, a better vehicle at that. And so when we talk about not having word of mouth, not bringing you in 20, 30K, or you can't even do 10K or whatnot, the reason I want to bring that up is because you need a lot of clients to come through the door so that you can start getting a lot of reoccurring. And that's that is another reason that a lot of people are not making money within their remote cleaning business, because they don't have a lot of reoccurring clients. They're not focused on reoccurring. As long as the client comes through and it's a one-time, they have no follow-up system, right? They have nothing they have no system that pretty much nurtures the client to come book again. And that's a problem, because as you watch my other videos, if you watch my TikTok, if you watch the other videos in my YouTube channel, you know I talk about this all the time. Reoccurring clients is the foundation of a cleaning business. It is literally the foundation of a cleaning business, right? And that value, going back to the data, see all of this line, going back to knowing the lifetime value of your average reoccurring clients. So reoccurring clients, if you're not building reoccurring clients, you're definitely not making as much money as you think you can make. And I talked about it in some previous videos that sometimes you see people do 40 to 50K months, but 35,000, 30 to 35, 20 to 20, 25 to 35,000 of that $40 to $50,000 a month is all reoccurring revenue. So that's why I say it's important. It is important. It is important. It is important to build that reoccurring revenue, right? To build that bigger clientele. So I realized I said 5, right? I meant to say 4 because this 5th one is actually a bonus tip I wanted to give you. This 5th one is a bonus tip that I wanted to give you. Why are remote cleaning businesses or other cleaning businesses in general not making a lot of money? And this is the 5th one / a bonus tip that I wanted to give you guys. It's because they are trying to do everything by themselves. Look, the point of the remote cleaning business, right? The point of the remote cleaning business, the point of transitioning over from a cleaning business to a remote cleaning business is to delegate, automate, and delegate. And when you're trying to do everything by yourself, it is impossible to scale your company. There's only one of you, and there's only so much time in the day. I talk about this in my previous videos. When you're running a remote cleaning business, if you're delegating tasks and you're throwing out cleaning teams to cleaning appointments, you can run 10 to 15 appointments in a day. And if you're organized enough, it can get done. But if you were to do everything, all the sales calls, all the customer service calls, all the cleaning, it is not possible. There's not enough of you to take care of all of that. I'll even give you an example. Even if you delegated the cleaning and you have 10 to 15 appointments that day, from taking new calls to making sure cleaners get to appointments to maybe taking customer service calls from clients, you're going to be overwhelmed. It's not possible. So the reason a lot of cleaning businesses or remote cleaning businesses are not making a lot of money is because they're trying to do everything themselves. I was like that too. Because I was closing so many calls and the money was looking so good, I was trying to do everything myself until I realized it's not possible. It's not enough of me. I'm trying to connect with other high-level entrepreneurs. I'm trying to also live my personal life and run this business. It's not working. Even if I were to take my personal life out, right, and just do the connection in the business, it still wouldn't work. There's only so much of me. Even if I stopped connecting with people, I stopped running my personal life, and I was just running the business, 10 to 15 appointments, 5 to 6 appointments, cleaners, customers, new clients that are calling. It's not enough for me to handle everything. So that's a bonus tip as well in terms of why they're not. And the reason I say it's a bonus tip because now you know, okay, one mistake to avoid if I'm getting ready to start a remote cleaning business is like, okay, eventually I can't do everything myself. So with that being said, thank you for watching this video. Once again, hit that bell notification. We drop every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I hope you got some value from this video. If you did, definitely give me a thumbs up. Also follow my TikTok. I didn't say that in the beginning. Follow my TikTok. We post 3 times a day. There's hundreds of videos that talk about the remote cleaning business. Definitely great content there as well. Once again, join the free community. You can click the community link as well. And then in there will be an ebook waiting for you. And then if you need some extra help, I have the one-on-one link that you can book to get in touch with me. Looking forward to talking to you guys. Thank you for being here. Have a blessed one.